too fast, gonna lose my wood. Lose my wood. Welcome to the Garland Top Performance Garage channel. We're out here cutting some wood today. Getting that time of year. Because, you know, the government's got to fuck you on energy prices and stuff, or let the people overseas fuck us, because, you know, why wouldn't they do that? Good. Drift down through here. Yeah. Well now, it's gearing up to be a nice afternoon at least. It's all cloudy and dreary. It still kind of is. It's starting to clear up a little bit. Got something rattling back here. I think he's just splitting my head, I think. Here's the old parts givers. Old parts trucks. The next one we're gonna get going right there. This is the next vehicle we're gonna get finished up and get her back on the fucking road. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Alrighty, I'm not sure where the hell they're stacking this now. Might have to pull the Ford out of there. I believe that's what I might have to do here. Alrighty. To the wilderness. Nah, 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 nah. Get out of my way, tree. Oh my God, we're tearing up the environment. I'm gonna have to be a climate protester and sit in the middle of this four-wheeler trail. So you can't get by. Damn you. God damn you. everybody, and welcome to the Garlet's High Performance Garage channel. Oh boy. Just got done cruising to town, got everybody their dinner. I'm kind of whipped because earlier today we was out cutting wood, as you could see from my first video, running the four-wheeler and the side-by-side and all that stuff. And I decided to take the old Chevelle here down and pick up some food, give her a little gas. So I think we got my dad there set up for winter time, at least the start of it anyway. Cut a shit pile of wood today. We actually cut a good bit, and yeah, he should be set up for I'm not sure how long it'll take him to burn through all that wood, but usually it don't take long. But he's got a combination of he's got a little bit of electric heat. He's got the wood burner in the basement. He fires that up. He's got a register in the floor, and heat rises. He rises up through the basement, goes clear to the upstairs. It's on the ground floor, and then the upstairs 2 bedrooms. It's nice and warm up there. It's usually the hottest up there in the top 2 bedrooms. I know because I grew up there, so it was pretty goddamn hot in the wintertime. A lot of times I was putting a pillow over my register in the bedroom because I had the flue that ran up right through my bedroom, and all that heat coming in there. Man, I'd have to open the goddamn I'd have to crack a window open in the middle of the winter to get a little relief up there so I could sleep. It was pretty warm up there. Do miss those days though. Miss them days of sleeping in my bedroom at Mom and Dad's. That was just, those times were just awesome. And you don't know how good you got it and how good that time of your life was until it's gone. Until you're out on your own and you gotta fuck around with bills and taxes and government bullshit and working your ass off to make a living. Yeah, that all sucks. Big loads of dick. So for if any of you kids out there watching, just don't take your time at home with Mom and Dad for granted, because one day you're going to be out on your own and it's going to suck. You're going to have kids of your own you have to take care of and protect. So, yeah. But anyway, I was just thinking he's got a propane furnace too, and we did have a coal furnace in that little garage down there. So put a little garage on the side of the house, and that little garage was so we could back the truck in there and shovel coal off into. We have a bin down there. We had coal in. Sorry for the yawn, but Jesus Christ, worked my balls off today. Damn it. Don't feel like a weekend. Feels like a day of work. But anyhow, we had a coal hot water boiler system that run through. And what it had an expansion tank, and it circulated hot water through radiators throughout your house, which worked pretty nice. But he wanted to get away from coal because of the dust it left behind. When you burn that stuff and then you got to take the ashes out, it's not really that bad. It's just getting it started is what sucks, because you have to have wood to start it. And then you would cover it over after you had a nice hot fire going. Like before you went to bed at night, you would cover the fire over with a shovel or 2 of coal after you shook it down, the shaker. Shake it down, put your 2 shovelfuls of coal on, cover it over real nice. Set that thermostat for about 75, and then go to bed. Next morning you'd wake up. You have to get down there, shake her down again before you leave for work. Cover it over again. That sumbitch lasts all goddamn day we use at work. And when you come home, you did the same thing. But you'd scoop the ashes out and then shake it down, scoop them out again, get your fire going, throw some more coal on it, go up and do your thing, do whatever you do in the evenings. And before you go to bed, same thing. Take your ashes out, all that shit. We did all that shit for years and years and years. But before that hot water boiler, he had just a coal furnace in the basement that my grandfather had put in when they lived there. And it was excellent. It had like a cold air return system, and it just had registers. And that heat, that dry fucking heat in the wintertime, it would make your skin peel like no other. You'd wake up next morning, you'd have dry mouth like a motherfucker from that heat from that son of a bitch. But that's what we had when I first moved in there. And it was, it had a draft on the bottom. Same process, you shook it down. But yeah, that furnace was awesome. And you always knew when Dad was home because he'd be there with the poker. You could hear him with the poker. And there was a piece of tin that flapped around in there above the when you opened the furnace door, there was a piece of tin that hung down, and it would just ting back and forth while he was, poking up the cinders in there. That's how you knew when Dad was home. And then you could smell that coal burner. You could smell it throughout the house. And it was a good smell. It was, it smelled good, I thought. I didn't think it smelled bad. A lot of other people were, that are fucking insane and pussies today would cry if they had to smell coal burning. The planet. Pussies. You fucking pussies. Fuck you pussies out there. Jesus. But anyway, now he's got propane. Now that he's older, he had a propane furnace put in and all that system, and it still uses the hot water expansion tank. It heats that hot water, or it heats that water, makes it hot, circulates it through. But the trouble is, with propane, it's so fucking high. Oh my God. If they would rely just on that propane, they would have easy an almost got hair in my mouth. And not in a good way either. Anyway. I would say, damn bugs, I would say that they would have probably a $1,200 to $1,500 a month bill for propane if they steadily just relied on that for heat. I mean, you're going to spend a little more money on gas and oil and, time sharpening your chainsaw and, rounding up all us family members to go help cut some wood, which isn't a bad thing. It's free labor. All they did was, our parents just fed us after we was done. We were done for the day, cutting wood, went down. We stacked it all up everywhere we could stack it. And he's got a couple places set up where we stack it at. And then we all went. He had tables set up in the garage down there. We all went and ate. And then we put everything away. Cleaned up. And then we went home. And, sat around and shot the shit for a little while, like we always do. Drink a couple beers, shoot the shit. I don't really drink much beer anymore because I just, now that I'm older, I just don't drink much anymore. Because I can't go out there and get all shit-faced stupid. I'll be laid up for 2 fucking days trying to recover from a hangover. So, when age creeps up on you, when you hit your 40s, you're kind of plateaued out. You're starting to go down that hill to your, when you get to the end of it, then, you're off to the afterlife if there is one. So anyway, but for all you folks out there with propane, he feels your pain, I'm sure. Me, I use just electric in my trailer. I had a Coleman furnace in there that run kerosene. I would order a mixture of kerosene and off-road diesel and burn in it. Change the burner tips in it. And I had all kinds of shit done to that thing. And I ended up tearing it out because back in, let me see, 2002 or 3, the prices, I'd say probably '04, when Bush was elected the second time. In about 2004, 2005, I ripped that furnace out of my trailer because I couldn't afford to run it. It cost, for 275 gallons, it cost $1,200 fucking dollars to fill that son of a bitch up with goddamn a mixture of diesel fuel and kerosene. One year I found myself buying the red dyed kerosene and occasionally 5-gallon diesel fuel. I would do that every pay. I would go buy 10 gallons, 5-gallon kerosene, 5-gallon of diesel fuel, and dump in my tank. And eventually I had it filled. I mean, it was full for me dumping can after can in it. And hell, that shit keep you warm in the middle of the night. When it's cold as fuck here and wind's blowing up your ass, it keep you nice and warm in the middle of the night. So, yeah. That was my way until I ripped it out. I had a pellet stove in there. I used the same furnace pipe on that pellet stove, but it didn't work right because it was, I'm not real sure why it didn't work, but it uses a fan inside the unit, pulls fresh air in from outside because you have to run a hose to the outside. And I had an exhaust fan in the ceiling that would pull air out of the house, like exhaust fans, like in the bathroom. So I would not turn it on. I would let the pellet stove pull air from outside through that fan in the ceiling. And then, of course, the exhaust run out where the furnace pipe was. You could get it to start and run, but then it would kick a code because it had a little computer box on it, and computers are just awesome. It would kick a code and an error on that motherfucker, and it would do a shutdown sequence every fucking time. I still have that pellet stove. Nobody wants to buy it for some reason. It works. If you hook it up properly, it works fine. But I paid like $600 for the thing, and I was trying to sell it for like $400. No buyers. No motherfucking buyers. I have everything that came with it. It's a nice little stove. If you could just get it to work right. With the way I had it set up, it wouldn't work right. So I ripped it out. Said, fuck it. And it's a heavy little bastard too. I had a whole time getting in and out of there. But now I use infrared heaters. I plug them in the wall. And I got to run them fuckers all winter long here. Because it's so cold in the wintertime here. I mean, you got to hump them sons of bitches. I had to insulate the fuck out of underneath the fucking trailer. I put new skirting up around the bottom of it. I got it insulated like a motherfucker under there. Now, since I did that, I haven't had any freeze ups. I did in the new, the bathroom I redid, I had a bunch. The one year I'd pipe freeze. But I would be on it. As soon as I knew it froze, but I was on it thawing it out. Because if you don't, it's going to break. Because ice will expand over and over and over as it gets colder. It keeps expanding, and that's how it busts the pipes. But anyhow, enough about that depressing bullshit. So, I don't really have much. I got to put exhaust on the Mercury tomorrow. I'm either debating whether to just redo it all, or maybe I should just fix what's bad. I'm going to look at it and see what I got to do. Because it's, for me, running it on the job site down there, when I take it in, it's a mud hole down there some days. And the exhaust is just coated with mud underneath. So I'm thinking, because it broke on one of the curves I put in it. Because I got it, the exhaust is it's just like the Chevelle exhaust. It comes off the manifolds on this. Well, it comes off the cats. Goes straight back a little ways. Then I got it curved in towards the drive shaft. and it goes straight back past the drive shaft and on both sides. And I got a set of glass packs on it that I have hanging in the back. I'm probably going to have to sturdy up my hangers because that road's really rough down there, and I've broken so many hangers down there. And I have stainless steel coat hangers for backups under there holding stuff. So if my big heavy duty steel hanger breaks for some reason or a bolt falls out of it, it's holding it up. The stainless steel coat hangers I have wrapped around them and hooked up in the frame will hold it and keep it from dragging on the road so I can get it home to get it fixed. So, but it broke right under my driver's seat and it's flopping up and down, and I'm afraid it's going to bust the hanger. I'm going to try and put it all back together maybe and just run a bead of weld around it. Or maybe I might just cut a piece of pipe down the middle and just wrap it around what's there and weld it fully and fix it that way. Trouble is, it makes the metal rust when you weld it and makes it rust up faster. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it tomorrow. I got to get it in there in the morning and do that shit. And aggravate with that. I get to stand on concrete all day, and plus I got to haul my trash. And yeah, tomorrow's going to be another busy day of ass-sucking bullshit. But I need to get my roof coating for my house here. I need to get another bucket of roof coating so me and my neighbor can coat the roof over here so we don't have any leaky roof shit over the winter. Because the snow lays on there, and it lays on there for a while. And you get ice build up on there. And it's just, it's so great. I love it, Fuck. But anyhow, and I was thinking about, there's something else I was thinking about on my way home tonight. It was just fucked up. I watched a movie a couple of weeks ago. I watched this movie. I forget the name of the movie, but it's a movie. It's got Bill Murray in it. It's fairly new. I think it's like a year old or something. It's got him in it. He's a sheriff in this small town, and he's got a deputy, and he has two deputies. One's a woman. It's one of them women that plays in that American Horror Story shit that comes on Fox or FX. And the other guy, I forget who the fuck he is. He looks familiar. I'm not sure what the actor name is. But anyway, it's a movie where these people, for some reason, something's happening. Some kind of satellite shoots something down on the surface of the planet, and it makes dead people come back to life, but they're zombies. That's but anyhow, to try and tell you what I was thinking about is when a loved one dies, okay, and you have a plan, you have a cemetery plot for those people, your loved ones that die. You put them in their final resting place. I know this is depressing to talk about because I've been to so many fucking funerals throughout my life, it sucks. But when you put these people to rest, they're in a steel box, pretty much. They're laid in there. They're covered up. The box is shut. Now, there's a lock on that box. That was so grave robbers can't dig people up and take their stuff that they were buried with, like jewelry and stuff like that, anything of value. Some people will leave their loved ones with jewelry on them and stuff that they wore when they were living, and they'll bury them or put things in their coffin that they want them to take into the ground, and that's what they do. But anyhow, when they shut that, I've watched them do this so many times. They shut that box. There's a key. There's a key on there that they use. It's a universal key. Every one of them has the same key. You pull that lid down, and it spins. You spin it around and around and around and around, and it runs into the lid of that thing, and you lock it, and it's shut. It ain't coming open. It's on both ends of the son of a bitch. It's not coming open, number one. You're locked in that fucking box. You're not coming out because you're dead, and it's locked. So nobody can get in there unless they have that tool to get back in there. And number two, when they put you in the ground, there is a box, an additional box that's usually made out of concrete or marble or whatever the fuck you order. And they put you down in that. They put your box down in there. Then there's a lid that goes on top of that bastard that you are humanly unable to pick up. Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't pick this up. Maybe the Incredible Hulk, if he was real, he could pick it up out of there. But you ain't getting that motherfucker up out of there unless you got a goddamn come-along on a fucking A-frame above that hole. Because that's what they lower down on you. They put this lid on top of it, and it's called a vault. They put you in a vault. They put the lid on it. It's so heavy it ain't coming off. Then they shovel all that dirt on top of it. So, with that being said, you motherfucker are not getting out of there. You're not getting out of there. And if you were fucking dead before any time they made that stuff to put people in when they die, you're going to be dust anyway. If you're in an old wooden fucking box and they slap you in the ground, that stuff with the pressures of dirt and stuff, all that dirt settles over time. People walk over it. It just happens. That's just how the planet is. The loose dirt settles, and it creates pressure. And 6 feet down in the ground has a lot of pressure as far as dirt goes. And the box is going to open up, and critters are going to get in there, like worms and shit, are going to eat you. Anyway, that's a horrible depiction. But anyway, these people, there's no way. I mean, at the end of this movie, Bill Murray's there with his deputy, and they're shooting these zombies in the fucking head with shotguns and stuff. You know, basically re-killing them. But throughout the whole movie, you see these hands coming up out of the ground and shit. And I was like, did they not bury these people properly? Who's the coroner in this town? Who's the funeral home company in this fucking town? They're not burying people right. They just throwing them in the ground or what? There's no way humanly possible that the dead, if they came back to life, could get the fuck out of those holes. There's no fucking way. And that's dirt on top of you. Plus you're in a vault. You're in a fucking metal box. It's locked. There's no way you're getting out. Unless last time I checked, you'd be stiff as fuck anyway. And you wouldn't have any muscle or anything to be able to push anything up out of there. So, it's like it showed these people, pushing themselves up out of the ground. I'm coming up out, I'm dead. Bullshit. That's horse shit. You can't, I understand it's a fantasy type thing. It's fiction. But really, you sit and think about that. There's no way humanly possible that you could get back out of that situation. There's no fucking way. And if you were still alive in there, Jesus Christ, God forbid, you would run out of oxygen fairly fast. And you get brain damage and be a vegetable, then you die. So anyway, that's fucked up. And these shitty movie directors, what if the dead come back to life? Now, if they were at the morgue, yeah, I could see them, stumbling around there. But, those people are dead and they're rigor mortis has set in on these people, and they'd be goddamn stiff. They wouldn't be able to do nothing anyhow. They wouldn't be able to move around. And it's just, bullshit. Complete and total bullshit. 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 I call bullshit. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. But anyhow, it was a day of hard work. Lots of labor. And yes, I have a mouse on the loose in here again. Because it's getting that time of year, they're all looking for a place to go. So, and I got places on my house I have to seal up. I have to get my air conditioner bags out and plug off my backs of my air conditioners so that cold air doesn't whip in my house. I hope this winter isn't as brutal as it was last year, but I can't sit here and say that it's not going to be. Of course, everybody's reading, the Farmer's Almanac said. I was like, the Farmer's Almanac is written by some Amish asshole. And he's full of shit because he don't know what the fuck's happening. You can't sit and go by a publication like that to expect what your winter's going to be like. But I can tell you this. I hope the holy fucking shit, it is very nice. We haven't had an Indian summer for a long time. I'm hoping that's this year. Because I am living on borrowed fucking time with this fucking trailer. Trailers are horrible, awful places to live. Now, if I had a foundation under it, a damn good basement under this son of a bitch, I wouldn't have a whole lot to worry about. It would be all right. The only thing I'd have to really worry about is the windows and the roof. But now I have all that bullshit to worry about, and it's depressing to sit and think about it. So, but anyhow, folks, I just thought I would rant about that a little bit. It's not anything completely insane, or, it's nothing about politics or anything like that. I do go awry off on that bullshit because it is horseshit these days. It's a problem. It's a huge problem. So, if you didn't like that last rant video I put off here the other night, I really don't care if you liked it or not. But another thing, I am almost at 500 subscribers. I need one subscriber. Since yesterday, I need one. And I can't wait to hit that 500 mark. After I do hit it, I'm going to wait for a little bit. I'm going to wait for a few days. Because sometimes I have a couple subscribers that back out. I'll say something I guess that they don't like to hear or whatever. Or I might piss somebody off. Whatever. But anyway, I need that one fucking subscriber. Just one. And yeah, I get that one. I'm going to try and get something together. I'm going to try and get with Uncle Big Block and see if he's got anything. Maybe I can make a video of, like an engine on a stand that he built maybe to start, or I don't know, or something. Just something. He likes to stay kind of anonymous, and he likes to stay kind of he likes to stand in the shadows. He doesn't like a lot of people being around and knowing what he does. So, but I'm not going to give any names or anything. That's why I call him what I call him. So he can stay safe and do his thing, and I'll go ahead and respect that, and I won't say who I'm talking about, but some of you guys probably know who I'm talking about. You do. But anyway, I'm not going to go up there and film all his stuff against his wishes. So, yeah, I'll have to get with him and see. Maybe we can throw something together for a 500 subscriber special. I can't even talk. I'm having a stroke. So, anyway, everybody, there's one more thing I want to talk about. And it's a gun thing. It's a thing about guns. What pisses me off is when you get a Democrat in office, they're always about this gun control thing. Because, they're basically commies, and they want to disarm you. They want to disarm America so they can take us over a lot faster. But one thing that I'm going to tell you now, and I checked into this, and I'm going to tell you now that they're not going to come physically get your guns. The CIA and the FBI aren't going to come beat on your door and take your guns. I had a cousin that they actually did come take his because he wasn't allowed to have them, but he had them anyway. And somebody ratted him out, and they came and got him. Yeah, he was pretty fucking pissed over that. But anyway, the reason I say that they're not going to come get your guns physically, they're not going to come get them, even if they're registered in your name, they're not going to come get them. They're just not. Because they don't want to have a fucking last stand at everybody's house. Because we're all going to get our guns out. If somebody comes and tries to get them, we're going to get them out, and we're going to show them what for, and we're not going to let them have them. Because it's our right by the Constitution to have arms at our house. So anyhow, and that was made back then because, Britain kept sending people over here to fuck with us, so we were given the right to bear arms to protect our homes from foreign assholes. And they found out real quick that, you don't fuck with us. Because the civilian population will blow your ass away. So, anyway, the reason I said what I said about them not coming to get your guns is because this is what they have done. We've talked to gun shops in the local area. We have the ability to reload our shells. My dad does it all the time. He was showing me how to do it. And I want to know how to do it correctly so I can do it myself. There's two key things that you need. Well, four actually. You need bullets. One, to reload your shells. You need the brass that you put the bullet in. You need black powder, gunpowder to put in there. And you need shotgun primers. So you have a way to ignite that powder to make the bullet come out. But later on, you can trim down those casings, those brass casings, so many times that you got to throw them away. They do wear out eventually. From the recoil of that explosion in there will warp them, and you can't reuse them later. But you definitely need the shotgun primer in order to put that off. Well, these local gun shops, he was going around, I wasn't with him, he was going around asking about shotgun primers. Because my son bought an old Russian rifle, I forget what the fuck it's called. It's been around since before World War II. He was looking for shotgun primers to reload these shells, because anytime we shoot, we save the brass. We'll put it in a bag. We'll take it back down there. He'll reload them. Well, all these gun shops have been waiting for 3 years. For 3 years for shotgun primers. That's fucking bullshit. See, this is how they're going to keep you from loading your own shells at your house. They've already got it. Plus, ammunition's so fucking expensive. When you go to buy it, Jesus Christ, a box of goddamn 300 Weatherby shells is like fucking $80. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. 20 fucking bullets for $80. Come on. And every time a Democrat gets in office, this stuff skyrockets. The price of this ammo just goes up, and then lots of ammo disappears. So, got an itch. Anyway, also, these gun shops said that they are having trouble getting powder. Having trouble getting gunpowder. Just like I said in the past, this is how they're going to take your guns away. They're not going to physically come get them. They've just taken elements away from the ammunition to keep you from shooting them. So I hate to see that shit, because then, you know, the price of ammo goes up so fucking high that you can't fucking buy it. Or people go out and panic buy it, and then there's none. You can't get any because people have it. You know, they have it all. They went out and got it all. And I see that my last grocery order, guess the two things I couldn't get on my fucking grocery order: goddamn shit paper and fucking, what the hell is it? Eggs. Eggs and shit paper. I go to Martin's food store to get these grocery orders. You mean to tell me they didn't have any shit paper in the whole fucking store? Really? And no eggs? Are we hitting another shit paper apocalypse again? Holy motherfucking shit. I'm telling you, people, this is what they're trying to do here. They're trying to fucking put us in check. They're urging people to go out and buy up all the shit paper because they want to shut us. They want to shut the country down here next month. About the middle of next month, they're going to try it. That's what we're going to do. And it'll be, oh, well, you can't go out trick-or-treating for Halloween because the COVID's back. I tell you, on this note, I'm going to leave you with this. Regardless of the color of your skin and what your heritage is, we all need to come together and stop this lunacy. We all need to come together and stop this craziness. This needs to stop, or we're not going to have anything left. We're going to be at each other's throats, and all these rich bureaucrats are going to be taking everything from us. So we need to stand tall, and we need to stand together on everything here. I don't give a fuck. You know, your skin can be blacker than coal. And if you're going to come help me, stand with me, and end this horse shit, I will be glad to call you my brother. I would be. I have nothing against any other race in this country or in this world. But if you're going to come fuck me, then I have a problem. I'm going to ignore your fucking skin color because I don't give a fuck about that. And if you're a homosexual, I don't care about that either. I don't give a fuck. You know, the best thing to do is just not to ram it down my throat. So anyhow, everybody, have an awesome rest of your weekend. It's fucking Saturday night. Man, the weekends go fast. Of course, there's trouble on the work front once again. You know, and it all stems from horrible management of our country. So anyway, everybody, have a great one. Maybe I can muster up some other shit here in the real near future to turn everybody on, like cold starts and stuff like that. I'm not going to have a whole lot. It's going to be my slow season pretty much. So we're going to be kind of slow in the burnout department, and we're going to be slow in the cold start stuff. I got enough cold start videos of this Chevelle here to choke a person on my channel. So check them out. Check all of them out. Plus, there's other things I have to do to get ready for winter here. And I'm running out of time, so I got to tend to that. So everybody, have a excellent Saturday evening and motherfucking suck-ass Sunday. And I will see y'all back on the next one. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. I gotta go eat my damn dinner. I haven't even ate my dinner yet. Well, kind of did, but it was early. I'm still kind of hungry now. I'm getting hungry again. Because, I look like I need to eat more, They need to hide the forks from me. So, but anyhow, everybody have a great one, and I'll see you on the next one.